All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all praise honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Ruach Kadash. Double honors to the elders and to the apostle Great Millstone, and enough respect to the brothers that are out there pushing and spreading the gospel of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, to the four corners of the world. Now, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, I just want to do like a live stream, and it was inspired by what I was reading here in Wikipedia, and it was just trying to brush up a little bit on history of the comprehensive nuclear treaty program, right? Roughly comprehensive nuclear test ban treaty. Okay, and I just brushing up a little bit on that, and then when I was reading through it, I got to the point which is very interesting, and the interesting point is the status. Okay, so we're just gonna screw up, read a little bit on that, and then read on the status of it, and then bring us some precepts. You see, it is the reason this video is titled what's it called? The Lord has satisfied us. It's because of this is Psalm chapter 92, starting from verse 1. It says, "It is a good thing to give thanks unto the Lord Yahweh, okay, and to sing praises unto thy name, O Most High, because the Most High does a lot for us, okay." A lot of people don't really, people take for granted all the things that Yahweh Shai does for our benefit. Okay, so you wake up, you do your daily things, and so it's easy to forget all the things that the Most High does for it. And because it's so many, even if you do think on it, okay, unless you actually really sit down and really, really think upon it, you don't really, you can't really understand the entire scope, okay, of what it is that he does for your sakes. Okay, so he says, "It is good thing to give thanks unto the Lord Yahweh and sing praises unto thy name, O Most High." That is why it's very, very important for brothers to always pray unto Yahweh Shem Yashai. And before you even ask of anything of Yahweh Shem Yashai, give thanks unto Yahweh Shem Yashai before you make any request. First, after you give thanks unto Yahweh Shem Yashai, you want to request, okay, for him to what? For him to show mercies upon your iniquities, okay, because he knows that all the things that he does for us, we have not made ourselves worthy of it. All right. So it says to show forth thy loving kindness in the morning, right? And one of the ways in which he shows his loving kindness is by exposing us to his what? To his secrets, this truth. This is part of his loving kindness. All right. In the morning from the beginning, and thy faithfulness every night. So from the very beginning, right, on all the way until the end, the Most High has been what? He's been loving, and he's been faithful in his loving kindness towards us. Okay. So it says, upon an instrument of 10 strings, and upon the psaltery, and upon the harp, right, with a solemn sound. So he was going to really go all out, and we must also do that in what? In giving thanks unto Yahweh Shem Yashai. It says, "For thou, Lord Yahweh, has made me glad through thy works." And the works of Yahweh Shem Yashai makes us glad, because when he showed us his loving kindness and exposes his truth, we understood that he was gonna break down this entire kingdom. He was gonna take power from Esau Edom, and he was gonna give it unto the Israelites. Okay, he was gonna switch position. He was gonna put us in a position where we would then oppress our oppressors. He puts us in a position where we can now receive true judgments, right? Right? We're not in a position where we have to go to Esau Edom for judgments. No, because he will perverse it anyway. This man, if the Most High had left us at the mercy of this man, he would not be a righteous judge. Okay, so the Most High has made us glad through his works, through his prophecies, and through the many ways in which he pushes the narrative of history towards that end goal. When we have understanding of these things, whether you read through articles or whether you read upon on just articles, you see your daily lives, you see the the attitude of people around you, it's always gearing towards prophecies, It's always pointing towards the end goal. And so because what? Because of the how Bashim Yashai's loving kindness, he's made us what? And in exposing his work to us, we, the true knowledgeable people of Yahweh Bashim Yashai, not these wacky tacky Christians in churches that are rapping and yelling bullshit and rolling up on the floor and doing all kind of madness. Okay? But I'm talking about the true worshipers of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Right? So he's made us glad through his works. Right? Because what? Because we will triumph in the works of thy hands. And how are we going to triumph? When he establishes us as the righteous nations. When we are finally manifested in the eyes of men as the true bearers of the name of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Because right now, the name of Israel means Prince of Power, the sons of the Most High. Right now, it's not manifested. It's only through faith. We only say it, and all people have, and all that, and all, the only thing that happens is whether or not people choose to believe it or not. But a time is coming in which the Most High will make us triumph. We won't have to convince people that we are the Israelites. Okay? So, and that is going to be the day of triumph when we are placed in the kingdom, and when we are made when we are made rulers, okay, of this world. Let me okay, right. So it says, O Lord Yahweh, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. A brutish man, which is a brutish man, is a foolish man, someone who does things without thinking. He's not prudent. And a brutish man is what? Esau Edom. That's what the scripture says. He does things and he doesn't consider the latter end. He's not very smart, right? His actions are simply based on the fact that he can do shit, but he doesn't think that there's a higher power ahead of him that will bring judgment or that will recompense his evil works upon his head. That is a brutish man. So in essence, a brutish man is a wicked man. A brutish man knoweth not, right? Neither doth a fool understand this. Okay? Same right here. It says what? What man is it that feareth the Lord Yahweh? Him shall he teach in the ways that he shall choose. His soul shall dwell at ease. His seed shall inherit the earth. Right. He shall teach him in the way that he shall choose. Right. His seed shall inherit the earth. The secret of the Lord Yahweh is with them that fear him. Okay. And he will show them his covenant. And this is the position that we, as we in this ministry, we have been what? We've had this privilege of being, of being exposed to the secrets of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. We're going to read through that, when we read through this comprehensive, nuclear treaty ban, you're going to find out that these heathens are unease. They're trying to, they are proposing something that is good, right? They are trying to ban people from doing nuclear tests, at least, which is the explosion that fucks up the environment. They're trying to have it to where people either dismantles their nuclear missiles or stop making more than what they already have. They're trying all these things to preserve their kingdom, but some way, somehow, they can't do it. Even the people who draft the plan ends up leaving it. I'm talking about Babylon. You have people who say, "Oh, this is a pretty good idea." They signed it. Okay, they what's the word? They bound themselves to this treaty, and then after a while, they withdraw. And if they're trying to find out, why is this happening? We got to find a better way to write this. It's not. That's because what? They don't have a good understanding as to the works of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. And so they are at ease. They are on ease. Whereas we, who truly have the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yashai, when we read about news like this, when we watch on the news, or you read in an article, or you hear people talking about how they are scared about or how they are frustrated with the future of this kingdom, you're kind of like, okay, well, let's get it. Let the Most High, let all hell breaks loose. And the reason we think that way is because what? Because we know the secrets of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. We know the events that are going to happen. And these other nations, they don't. They know in part, Even the most knowledgeable person who can actually sit down and think about the future only knows so much. They can only piece together certain things, but they never actually know the full story from the beginning until the end. Only the men of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? So it says the secret of Yahweh Shem Shai is with them that fear him. And that's all because we fear Yahweh Shem Shai. We understand what he does unto us. We give thanks unto Yahweh Shem Shai and we fear him. You know, we do everything to the best of our abilities to further this ministry. We do everything to the best of our abilities to follow his laws, his statutes, and commandments. All right? This is how we fear him. And so he shows us a secret and he shows us what? His covenant. All right? It is my eyes are forever towards the Lord Yahweh, for he shall pluck my feet out of the net and the snare. Because a lot of these people who are destined to die in the ICBMs, they're caught in a snare. Well, that's why the scriptures, roughly paraphrasing, talks about how what their eyes are blinded, so that they should not repent. This is the snare that they are put in. The Most High don't want to save them, man. So the Most High allows them to flourish in their wickedness until the day that what his righteous indignation is made manifest, and they are caught up in that second flood, on that which is that fire. That is the snare that they are in. But not those that are in Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. So it's just just in so many words, me trying to explain to you that when you read about certain things like this, it's actually good news. Okay. And when we read about certain things like this, we ought to it's just for me to prove to you how, how I don't know, like how we are comforted because we have the secrets of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, because this will this will mess up anybody who doesn't know the truth. This will mess up their mind. All right, so it says the comprehensive nuclear test ban treaty. This is the movement for international control of nuclear weapons began in 1945 with a call from Canada and the United Kingdom for a conference on the subject. In June 1946, Bernard Baruch, an emissary of President Harry S. Truman, proposed the Baruch Plan before the United Nations Atomic Energy Commission, which called for an international system of controls on the production of atomic energy. The plan, which would serve as a basis for U.S. nuclear policy into the 1950s, was rejected by the Soviet Union as the United States ploy to cement its nuclear dominance. Is one of the reasons, one of the stumbling blocks the Most High placed in the hearts of these heathens, in the hearts of the kings of these heathens, because he has it to where nobody's actually truly equal. However you look at this, however you look at the the dominance of these nations in this world, someone always has an edge over another. And so the Most High has placed this envious spirit into the heads of these, in the hearts of these kings, that whenever somebody try to say, oh, why don't we just get rid of nuclear weapons, automatically their mindset is, well, hold on, you have more nuclear weapons than me, so let me catch up, and then we'll talk about peace. And then when this guy keeps building, he doesn't stop when he meets up. He wants an edge over another, so he builds more. And then this guy said, well, hold on, you're building more, so what does that mean for me? I gotta build more. And so this is how the Most High makes them into puppets. He plays on the minds of these heathens to where they can never actually achieve peace. So it says much of the impetus for the partial test ban. Oh, hold on, let me just get there. It says between the Trinity nuclear test of 16 July 1945 and the signing of the partial test ban treaty on August 5th, 1963, 499 nuclear tests were conducted. 499 nuclear tests were conducted. All right, much of the impetus for the PTBT, the precursor for the CTBT, was raising public concern surrounding the size and resulting nuclear fallout from underwater and atmospheric nuclear tests. So a lot of the one of the reasons why they were, which impetus actually means momentum. So one of the main reasons, right, for pushing this kind of test was because of what um, um, public concerns, all right, surrounded the size and results, the size and resulting nuclear fallouts from underwater and atmospheric test. So a lot of people were concerned because when you test the environment, it had a lot of the residue from these nuclear tests was messing up the environment. All right. So this is not even so before somebody could be scared of what World War III, they were already scared of their food resources being contaminated. Because if they're detonating nuclear missiles in the or if they're detonating these nuclear bombs in the ocean, the effect doesn't immediately goes away. It pollutes the ocean, which then pollutes the fish, which then when you eat gives cancer and all these things. Well, I don't know. I don't want to be a doctor or anything like that, but obviously it's not good for your health. And if they do it underground, it still doesn't. It's not contained in the ground. It eventually leaks out. So there's a lot of things that goes on, you know, aside from World War III. So these nations got together and said, well, hold on, what we're doing right now, the things that we have discovered is very, very dangerous and it could definitely, not potentially, it could definitely end the human civilization. So let us come up with a test and try to what? And try to avert this fate. They started this in 19 what? Um, they started this in 1945, and it's been all the way till 2024. What is the status of it? Let's read it. It says the treaty was adopted by the United Nations General Assembly on September 10th, 1999. It opened for signature in New York on September 24, 1996, when it was signed by 71 states, including including five of eight then nuclear capable states. As of 2023, November 2023, 177 states have ratified the treaty, and another 9 states have signed but not ratified. Ratified means like you allow yourself to be bound by that treaty. So you can sign it, but you could just choose to not take it seriously. Okay, and it says the treaty will enter into force 180 days after the 44 states listed in Annex 2 of the treaty have ratified it. These Annex 2 states are states that participated in the CTBT's negotiations between 1994 and 1996 and possessed nuclear power reactors or research reactors at that time. As of 2023, 9 Annex 2 states have not ratified the treaty, which is China, Egypt, Iran, right? These people, see, they always want to get on Persia for not wanting to be bound by nuclear treaties. But Amalek is doing the same thing, and nobody bats an eye. No one wants to say anything to Amalek, which is another reasons why Moab, okay, and Mizraim ain't trying to get into it. Which really, it just those aren't the real, the ones in the land today of these Canaanites aren't really true Canaanites. But the point is that the Most High has not put the spirit of peace in their hearts. Nobody who sits in positions of authority is an altruist. They don't care about the benefit of humankind. They only care about power. They only care about the status of their citizens. Not even that. They only care about power of the nation, of the power of the seat that he sits on. So what? So he invests all the nation's money in missiles. That's all these nations care about. Okay. So it says China, Egypt, Iran, Amalek, and the United States have signed but not ratified the treaty. So these men want to bring out this treaty, but they don't even want to set examples and start. Okay. They don't even want to set examples and commit to it. They want someone else to do it first, and then they'll do it. And so it says they have signed but not ratified the treaty. India, North Korea, and Pakistan have not signed it, while Russia signed and ratified the treaty. So these men actually went all out, okay, and ratified the treaty, but subsequently withdrew its ratification prior to its entry into force. Okay, so yeah, these nations are trying real hard, and they just can't seem to what they just can't seem to come to an agreement. All right. What is that? Luke 14. It says 14 and 49. Oh, Luke chapter 12 verse 49 says, "I am come." This is Yahushua speaking. "I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled?" Right. It says, "But I have a baptism to be baptized with," because the manner in which Yahushua came initially was in a peaceful manner, right? Because he only came because he had what? He had a baptism, like let me find out different translations to put it. So it says, I have a terrible baptism of suffering ahead of me, and I am under a heavy burden until it is accomplished. So a lot of people saw his state that he was in, right, initially when he came, and they were like, "Yo, who is this dude?" And he said, "Look, man, you guys have no idea what I'm capable of. I'm involved in some big things, but right now you're seeing me in a humble manner, in a state of a man, because what? Because I have a terrible baptism that I must be baptized with, and how I am straightened. In other words, he's cornered until it be accomplished. That's why he prayed unto Yahweh, and said that if it's possible, let this cup of wrath pass me by. And the Most High didn't, they didn't listen. And again, we want to be grateful for what Yahushua did for our sakes. You know, he said he was cornered till it be accomplished, and he did that. He stayed faithful to it. You know, because of his what? Because of his loving kindness and his faithfulness. There it is. You know, and then he says, "Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division." That's right, because there's no, you can't set up a kingdom when another kingdom is already ruling. It's ultimately there ultimately has to be one empire on earth. There can't be two empires on earth at once. These nations, these heathens have been doing it, but what ultimately happened? Their empire fell. You're always going to have contenders, but the undisputed champion of the universe for eternity, right? It's going to be Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and in his during his rulership, there ain't going to be no motherfucking kingdom, you know, on the other side of the world making their own policies, having their own army, plotting and scheming just to overcome him. Nah, he got to break this place first. For it says from henceforth there shall be five in one house, divided, three against two, and two against three. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother, the mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. And he said also to the people, when you see a cloud rise out of the west, straightway you say, there cometh a shower, and so it is. And when ye see the south wind blow, ye say, there will be heat, and it cometh to pass. And ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky and of the earth. But how is it that ye cannot discern this time? Because this is a serious time. We are in a time of transition. See, the last days began when Yahushua came on the scene. It's only been 2 days, and a lot of people out here talking shit because what? Because they don't have understanding. They don't have understanding of the secret things of Yahweh Shemashai. They take things at face value, you know. But but yo, all right. So it says, right? It says, how is it that you cannot discern this time? You ought to know what time we're in, man. And got that precept here in Proverbs 28:5. It says, evil men understand not judgment. All right. Um, It's also a good one. It says, they that forsake the law praise the wicked, but such as keep the law contend with them. And this is pretty much what we do. When the Most High set up Jeremiah, he told him, look, man, I'm sending you forth, to contend against kingdoms, to break, to bring down, to break down, and to set up kingdoms. So we contend against this wicked kingdom because we know a righteous kingdom is yet to be set up. They hate us for going out there, but we still do it anyway. They flag our channels. They take down videos for preaching the truth, but we still preach it anyway. That's why whenever you hear brothers begin their videos, they say what? Much respect to the brothers that are out there pushing the truth and in sincerity, risking their freedoms and their lives, to further the gospel. We are contending with them because what? Because we keep the laws of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Not in a foolish manner, okay, like just like joining a militia or just going to the precinct and start shooting up the place, or going to Jacob Rockefeller's mansion and start bombing the place. No, not like that at all. We do it through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai with the scriptures. So it says, evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord Yahweh understand all things. And this is pretty much where our satisfaction comes from. The understanding that even though news, right, all around, all we hear in the news is deaths and woes and catastrophic events like earthquakes and tsunamis and all these things and wars. We hear all these things, but we are calmer than all the people in the world, because we know where our power lies. We know how events are going to unfold in that time. We hear of famine, we are satisfied, because when we've been exposed to the secrets of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and we've been granted sustenance, food, water in times of famine. We've been granted protection in times of war. Hey, even the hour of temptation, it says, but he shall keep us in the hour of temptation. All right? So we're just gonna, that's just how it is. All right. Yeah, I had this precept, but I'll still read it anyway. It says, the heathen raged, the kingdoms were moved. He uttereth his voice, and the earth melted. Right. So that's it. This is an example of the heathens raging. Okay. No one is in the mood of trying to make peace. They're all trying to, mess things up. Everything that they do, everything they find themselves doing is always things that lead to a World War III, that leads to a great destruction. They pride themselves on making progress, or mankind have been as peaceful. But that is true, but you're not capable of keeping peace forever. That is a blessing that is granted only to the Israelites. No kingdom is ever going to have a peaceful kingdom. You're going to fight. You're going to have men dying. You're going to have the women, the children. That is it. That is the curse of the men of the earth. And the only way this curse is going to be lifted, not because you have your scholars out there, trying to, be politically correct and trying to correct what has been known. Not that at all. Y'all gonna have to. You Esau Edom, your kingdom will suffer just like any other kingdom. All right. It says, the heathen raged, the kingdoms were moved. He uttereth his voice, the earth melted. Right, which is by way of the ICBMs. It is the Lord Yahweh of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Come, behold the works of the Lord Yahweh, what desolation he has made in the earth. All right, hey, it's going to be a beautiful sight, man. When you're looking now from the chariots, you're going to see bright fiery color, just paint all over the North America, from coast to coast, from sea to sea. All right. It says, what desolation he has made in the earth. He maketh wars to cease unto the end of the earth. He breaketh the bow and cutteth the spear in sunder. He burneth the chariots in fire. right? So this is how Yahweh Shemashah is going to show his power. He says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth." Hey, Daniel the 7th chapter, to the intent that man may know that God ruleth in the kingdom of men. And that's just sadly how people will have to be learned. See, we will learn in a peaceful manner. We will learn with the words and through faith. But these heathens and these 2/3 out here who actually are also heathens, right? Because they in spirit, they are what? They're gonna have to learn through that ass whooping. And then they're gonna exalt Yahweh Shemashai and follow the laws of Yahweh Shemashai like we do. Says the Lord Yahweh of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. So you, especially you atheists out there who want proof of the God, you're not gonna get an address. You're not gonna get a mail-in letter. You're not gonna get a picture. You're gonna get an ICBM. When you are drenched in that shit, you're gonna remember the name of Yahweh Shemashah. You're gonna confess it. You're probably gonna be going out there, preaching. Of course, we know it's not going to happen in the kingdom because everybody's going to know who the Most High is. But yeah, that'll be your evidence. All right. So with that, I hope edification goes out. To the brothers that are listening, to Shalom, Yahweh Shemashah Barakatham. To the few Akofs that are also listening in truth and sincerity, I also want to say Shalom, Yahweh Shemashah Barakatham. May the blessing of blessing be upon our houses, and may the Most High, just keep on being faithful to us, and man, like not take his spirit away from us. All right, because it's a great thing. It's a great feeling to be it's so calm when the world is in turmoil. It's like a great feeling. All right. So with that, I'm gonna end right there. Shalom. Yahweh Shemashah Barakatham.